Shana. Are we on? Shana Tova, everyone.
Shana Tova.
It is so wonderful to be with all of you. What a beautiful way to start out the new year, 5784. So we are going to get started. Our whole service will be on this screen, so you can follow along and sing with us.
Shana Tova, a happy new year. The Shana Tova, a healthy new year. The Shana Tova, a sweet new year for you and me. One more time. The Shana Tova, a happy new year. The Shana Tova, a healthy new year. The Shana Tova, a sweet new year for you and me. Shana Tova, a happy new year. The Shana Tova, a healthy new year. The Shana Tova, a sweet new year for you and me.
We dip our apples in honey, a sweet beginning to a sweet new year. We eat the challah so round, we hear the shofar sound. Yes, we hear it loud and clear. L'shana Tova, a happy new year. L'shana Tova, a healthy new year. L'shana Tova, a sweet new year for you and me.
Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. I am Rabbi Jerry Newberg, and I'm delighted to begin the new year with you. We thought we'd do something a little fun and introduce ourselves and our favorite Rosh Hashanah food. So I would say my favorite Rosh Hashanah food is my Nana's brisket. Cantor?
I had a really hard time with this one. My favorite Rosh Hashanah food, I'm going to go old school, is just a round challah.
With or without raisins?
No raisins. I like raisins separate.
Fair enough. Rabbi Kleinman?
Here.
Good evening, afternoon, Rabbi Kleinman. I'm going to go with my Bubby's chopped liver.
Not good for the cholesterol, but delicious. And our incredible ECE director, Michaela Schwartz. Wait, can you stand up so everyone can see you? Because you're going to be blocked by the podium.
I don't think I'm a kind of a chef.
Is that on?
But when I do my turkey soup, I think I can beat anyone. So turkey soup then. That's
Sounds
it.
like a challenge.
All right.
I like that.
Our executive director.
I'm wearing my costume for later. My favorite thing,
Wait,
because
this
if
is
you've
Amy
been,
Kulik, our executive director.
nice to see everyone. If you've been married 30 years like I have, it is my mother-in-law's spinach kugel.
I'm sure Gladys would be happy to know that. And last, well, no, we got two more to go. Ross M. Levy, name it.
I have to say, my mom makes a raisin kugel that is terrific. So I'm
right.
with you, New Yorker. I'm with you.
Andy Heller, what say you? Apple kugel.
Hard to
right.
disagree with Andy.
I would say that none of these are particularly healthy, but they're all equally delicious. Well, the turkey soup is pretty healthy. All right. Well, a healthy and happy new year. We are going to keep going.
When we greet people on Rosh Hashanah, we can say L'shana Tova, which means have a happy new year, a good new year. Tov means good. And so we're going to begin by singing Hine Ma Tov, how good it is that we are here together celebrating Rosh Hashanah.
Hine Ma Tov umanayim shevet achim גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. And we say, Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad.
We're going to continue with a special blessing that we say the first time something happens. So if it's your birthday, we can say Shehechianu because it's the first day of the next year of your life. Just like on Rosh Hashanah, which is the first day of the new Jewish year, and the year is 5,784, we'll continue by singing Shehechianu together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen.
This is a question that I think everybody, every year we ask ourselves. Why do we eat apples and honey when Rosh Hashanah comes? Here it is why. I try to be a little bit more eloquent today. For many Jews, these words are inseparable pairing. We dip a slice of apple in honey to express our hopes for a sweet and fruitful year. Why were apples and honey chosen for this custom? In Songs and of Songs, we read, as the apple is rare and unique among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved Israel amongst the maidens nations of the world. Neither the Bible nor the Talmud dictates the minhag of dipping apples in honey. Traditionally, as early as the 7th century, it was customary to wish someone Shana Tova u'metuka, a good and sweet year, and honey, whether from dates, figs, or apple, was the most prevalent sweetener in the Jewish world and was thus the most available sweet for dipping purposes. May your year be sweet, fruitful, and filled with contentment and promise.
Tapuchim udvash b'Rosh Hashanah. Tapuchim udvash b'Rosh Hashanah. A good new year, a sweet new year. Tapuchim udvash b'Rosh Hashanah. Apples dipped in honey for Rosh Hashanah. Apples dipped in honey for Rosh Hashanah. A good new year, a sweet new year. Apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah.
Our service continues with our call to worship the Baruch Hu, so we invite everyone to please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai
HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. So as part of our Shema, we are reminded by this song that we are all together as one. We come together in this room, we come together in this town, in this land, and it's all important for us to help everyone around us. We are one. We are many under one sky. We are many under one sun. We are many reasons why we are one. Oh, together we are one. Try that with me. Oh, we are many under one sky. We are many under one sun. We are many reasons why we are one. Oh, together we are one. Oh, together we are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod, Shem Kivod Malichuto, Leolam, Leolam Ba'ed. Yai, Yai, Yai,
You can be seated, but you could also get ready to dance or move your body because we are going to sing our prayer Micha Mocha next. Micha Mocha is the song that the Israelites sang when they crossed the sea after they escaped being slaves in Egypt. So if you feel like moving and dancing to this one, feel free to do so.
The sea, Micha Mocha, standing at the sea. Micha Mocha, standing at the sea. Micha Mocha, freedom is on our way, and we sing freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. Oh, we're walking through the water, Micha Mocha, walking through the water. Oh, we're walking through the water. Micha Mocha, freedom is on our way, and we sing freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. Oh, we're singing and dancing. Yeah, singing and dancing. Oh, we're singing and dancing. Micha Mocha, freedom is on our way, and we say freedom, 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 freedom is on our way.
Because it is the new year, there are some different melodies that you've heard today. And we also have a few special prayers that we share on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. One of them is this prayer, the Avinu Malkeinu. And we are asking God for a good new year. And we hope that all of our hard work in trying to do better in the coming year will be favorable to God. So we're going to ask everyone to please rise for Avinu Malkeinu. And who's coming up to open the ark for us, Miss Mihaela?
I think somebody's coming up to do it.
Family, we're inviting up Emily Berman and her family to come up and help us open the ark, and Melanie Klein and her family. Can you come, guys, up here? And then we're going to ask up here other friends to actually carry the Torah. Kim and Tom Harari, Rachel Breyer and Greg Buzzard and their families. You guys, you can come up.
Stand over here slowly. Stand over here. Sorry, we're in your family's way. Now we're a part of your family.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu asin. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed, le'hoshienu. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed, le'hoshienu.
I think. Hey, baby, take your mask on.
We are dancing with the Torah, dancing fast and a dancing slow. We are dancing with the Torah, round and round and around we go. Hakafa, 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 hakafa,
Although you're welcome to hold this if you want to.
We are marching with the Torah, marching fast and a marching slow. We are marching with the Torah, round and round and around we go. Hakafa, 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 hakafa. We are waving at the Torah, waving fast and a waving slow. We are waving at the Torah, round and round and around we go. Hakafa, 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 hakafa. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol Shema, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, Kol Shema, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Idu et Hashem b'simcha, Idu et Hashem b'simcha, Bo lefanav birnana, lefanav birnana. Idu et Hashem b'simcha, Idu et Hashem b'simcha, Ulefanav birnana, lefanav birnana. Yalana, 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 yalana. Hallelujah. hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hi, Shereen. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hashema, ti hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hashema, ti hallelujah, hallelujah,
There's another one.
hallelujah.
There's another Torah.
All right, now bring it home.
If you et Hashem b'simcha, if you et Hashem b'simcha, oh lefana birnana, lefana birnana. If you et Hashem b'simcha, if you et Hashem b'simcha, oh lefana birnana, lefana birnana. Hey Adonai, 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 Adonai.
All right, slow, let Georgie let me do it.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
You may be seated. We're reading Torah first, right, Cantor?
With blessings first? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Torah lesson. I'm not processing.
It's okay. We're asking Jen and Angie Rosner and Rachel and Josh Fleischman and their families to join us up here for the Torah's blessings.
Do you want me to hold it? That's fine. Ross is good. You hold it with Mr. Ross.
Blessings over there into the microphone.
Guys, go on over there. Thanks. This is good practice for you, Jay. I know. Okay. You got to be my helper, Georgie. Do not do that. Do not do that. Put it in your pocket.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Habarah.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. So, I think what everybody's holding up here is like the coolest Torah ever. It's really amazing. It doesn't look like a regular Torah. This is our very special illustrated Torah that a very wonderful family donated to us in honor of their son's bar mitzvah this past February. And what's really cool about this is like it's literally like reading a comic book in the Torah in comic book form. So I'm going to chant just a little bit of the story of creation because, you know, the creation story is important because it created the stars, God created the heaven, God created the chair you're sitting on, and God created each and every one of you. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'haaretz hayta tohu v'avohu v'choshech al pnei tehom v'ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim v'yomer Elohim yehi or v'yehi or. God said, let there be light. V'yar Elohim et haor ki tov v'yavdel Elohim bein haor u'bein hachoshech v'yikra Elohim ma'or yom v'lachoshech kara laila v'erev v'voker yom echad. Blessing after. Georgie, don't touch this.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam notah b'toheinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Thank you all so much.
I can't.
I know, you're my next door neighbor now. I love it.
I know.
All right. I was thinking that Cameron was going to take Ethan down. Okay.
That's a special way to go out.
So while this beautiful Torah is being rolled up, I hope you all excuse me for a minute because we have something special coming up and it requires a costume change. Is it the whole thing stand?
No, just to cover you up. So, Mahela, we'll go from that side. Everybody else will go here.
Absolutely. You want me here? Here.
Where's the forest?
We just heard the story of the creation of the world from the beginning of the Torah. We are now going to tell you a story about a beautiful tree and a honeybee, two of God's finest creations. Once there was a honeybee who didn't have a home and was looking for a place to build a hive. The bee said,
I need a place for my home. Bzzz.
and the bee flew off to ask the trees of the world if it could build its hive in their branches. As the bee flew around, the bee said,
I need a place for my home. Bzzz.
First, the bee came upon a big, strong oak tree. And the bee said,
Oh, oak tree, can I build my hive in your branches?
and the oak tree said,
Buzz off!
The bee flew away, feeling sad, and said,
That's okay. I wouldn't want to be in an oak tree. It's too small, and the squirrels would probably take my honey to eat with the acorns.
As the bee flew around, the bee said,
I need a place for my home.
and the bee came across a cool palm tree, relaxing with a beautiful coconut hanging off of it. And the bee said,
Oh, palm tree, can I build a hive in your branches and we can hang out together?
and the palm tree said,
Buzz off.
The bee flew away feeling sad and said,
That's okay. I don't like the sun very much, and the coconuts might fall and damage my hive.
The bee flew around more and said,
I need a place for my home.
Then the bee came across a weeping willow tree who was so in touch with its emotions. And the bee asked,
Oh, weeping willow, can I build a hive in your branches and maybe you wouldn't be so sad?
and,
Buzz off.
The bee flew away, feeling very, very sad. And then she said,
I'm a happy, busy bee, and that tree would have been too hard for me to live in.
The bee flew again around and said,
I need a place for my home. Bzz, bzz.
The bee came across a bush, a small, humble bush, and said,
Oh, bush, I was looking for a tree, but I'd love to build my hive in your branches.
And the bush said,
Buzz off! I'm a bush, not a tree. Silly me.
The bee flew again, sad, and looking for another place, she said,
That's okay. Beehives don't work very well in a bush. Bzz,
The bee was getting tired of flying around and said one last time.
I need a place for my home. Bzzz.
Suddenly, the bee came across an apple tree with beautiful red apples hanging from its branches. Then the bee finally said,
Oh, apple tree. Could I mean, well, would you mind? Maybe could I build my hive in your branches if it isn't too much of an inconvenience?
I bet you know what the apple tree answered.
Of course, I would love to have you build your hive in my apple tree. Think of all the apples and honey. It's perfect.
Finally, the bee and the bee's friends built a beautiful hive in the apple tree, the golden sweet honey next to the red delicious apples. The bee knew that while the oak tree was strong, the palm tree was cool, and the weeping willow tree was sensitive, and the bush was humble, the apple tree had the greatest gift of all. The apple tree was kind. And so, on Rosh Hashanah, we eat apples and honey together, reminding us always to be kind, and especially never to tell anyone to buzz off. Lashana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, words to live by. We are going to ask everyone to rise one more time as we return the Torah to the Ark and continue with our prayer Aleinu, which actually originated in the Rosh Hashanah service hundreds of years ago.
Where did the Torah go? Oh. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol la'teit gedula li'yotzer breshit shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim livnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar ve'yadonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
You may be, well, actually, don't be seated just yet. We're supposed to stand when we hear the sounding of the shofar, and we have to say 2 blessings to hear the sound of the shofar. Cantor, you ready?
I'm ready. You ready, Andy? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishma kol shofar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We're going to sing through the blessing, sing through the calls.
I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year to I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Shivarim. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year to I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, we need a deep breath, a little power stance. You feeling good, Rabbi? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Tekiah Giddo. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. And a happy, happy, happy New Year. And a happy, happy, happy New Year.
You may be seated. With that, Tekiah Gedolah, everyone's going to have a fabulous year. We are delighted to have join us past presidents of Mainline Reform Temple, Jill and Ed Kane, to share with you a few important announcements for Rosh Hashanah and the coming weeks.
You want to stand on here too?
You can stand on there. It's okay. She's shorter than me. She needs the step stool. Rosh Hashanah marks the beginning of 5784 and the celebration of a new year at Mainline Reform Temple and with our Jewish community around the world. I am Ed Kane. I am honored to serve as a past president of Mainline Reform Temple Beth Elohim. I'm also third-generation member of the synagogue, second-generation member of the synagogue. Our children are third generation. Our grandchildren are fourth generation. Go ahead.
I am Jill Kane, and I'm honored to serve as a past president as well at Mainline Reform Temple Beth Elohim. Thank you so much for joining us in person today and welcoming us in your living room. And thank you for helping maintain Mainline Reform Temple as an institution central to sustaining Jewish life in our community. Thank you to our wonderful Rabbi Kleinman, Michaela Schwartz, Ross M. Levy, Rabbi Newberg, and Cantor with the new role as Honeybee Rudnick for leading us in such a beautiful and engaging service.
A special thank you goes to all of our service participants. Thank you for your contributions as lay leaders of our congregation. We're delighted to honor you today, and we're grateful for your service to Mainline Reform Temple.
Thank you to Rabbi Kleinman for blowing the shofar so beautifully this afternoon. It was quite impressive, I will say. And
a special thank you to Irv and Ronnie Schneider Fund for the beautiful Bima flowers, and to all of our volunteers and staff who work to make this year's high holidays a vibrant experience for us all.
Special note, at 4:30 this afternoon, on this beautiful sunny day, please join us at the Shortridge Park in Wynwood for a very short Tashlik service, where we will gather together to cast away the sins of the past year. The liturgy, which takes less than 10 minutes, is child and dog-friendly, and a wonderful way to close out Rosh Hashanah. Directions are available on the High Holy Day info page on our website. Everyone is welcome to join Rabbi Newberg and Cantor Rudnick, either in person or on Zoom, for an engaging Rosh Hashanah study session tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. They will explore Kol Nidre, the opening prayer of Yom Kippur.
If you're planning on joining us for breakfast on Yom Kippur, please call the temple office no later than this Monday at noon to RSVP. A complete schedule of the services for Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and Simchat Torah can be found on the High Holiday information page on our website. You can also call the temple office for assistance.
Mainline Reformed Temple is active in the Religious Action Center of Reformed Judaism's campaign for gun violence prevention in Pennsylvania. RAC PA is partnering with Ceasefire PA on this important event. There will be special training on October 10th for everyone to learn about the common agenda. Please check out the MLRT News for details. A special reminder that the Tikkun Olam Network is collecting period products for Mitzvah Circle and gently used children's clothing and winter clothes for cradles to crayons. You can drop off your donations when you come to High Holy Day services or at Mainline Reformed Temple any day through Yom Kippur.
The Mainline Speaker Series is returning this fall. We hope you will join us for an evening with author, comedian, producer, screenwriter, and former Senator Al Franken on Wednesday, November 8th.
And finally, I encourage everyone to pick up your MLRT reusable shopping bag as you exit the building. We have props. We are doing our part to protect the environment and make sure that you are prepared when Lower Merion goes bagless in 2024. Lashana Tova.
Tika
Tova.
Shana Tova, a happy new year. Shana Tova, a healthy new year. Shana Tova, a sweet new year for you and me. Last time, Shana Tova, a happy new year. Shana Tova, a healthy new year. Shana Tova, a sweet new year to you and you and me.
Before we probably say the last Shana Tova, we're inviting you to go down there in the Orleans to have some cool activities with us. You'll see some of the teachers. We're looking forward to see you Monday back in school. Meanwhile, Shana Tova Metuka.
Downstairs for activities, 4:30, Short Ridge Park for Tashlich. Happy and healthy New Year, everybody.